I really don't remember what happened. They told me that my tips became caught in this very wet, mushy spot, and that I flipped. And when I flipped, even though I had my helmet on, I landed on my head and my shoulder. And when I picked my head up and was aware what was going on, you know, the first thing you learn when you start to learn how to ski, which I did when I was a kid, was you get out of the way of everybody else. So I swung my skis around and I went to push up and I heard the pop. And the pain was immediate, and someone skied up next to me and said, I saw the whole thing, don't worry about it, ski patrol's on their way. So they brought me down off the mountain. They had bundled me up. The ambulance took me to Park City Medical Center. They luckily had an opening in the MRI department. They did an MRI and told me I had multiple fractures in my humerus. I tore my rotator cuff. And shortly thereafter, I ripped my bicep tendon. So they brought me back to the East Coast, and I called actually from out west to Dr. Pollack's office, and he had me in the next day after I landed. My expectations were high. I think my degree of fear was higher because they told me in Park City Medical Center that they would have to repair my bone. And Dr. Pollack totally disagreed and said, we're just going to leave it alone. And he left it alone for 2 months. I wasn't able to use it at all, and he said I wanted to heal on its own, and it did. And whatever he said to me, I completely believed, mainly because of how he repaired my son. And I have a lot of faith in him today, and that's why I'm sitting here now. I think that Dr. Pollack is very sure of himself, very methodical, extremely people-oriented. He's very calming, and he explained everything in detail, but more importantly, he demonstrated this degree of confidence that completely put me at ease. If I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't go anywhere else. They are extremely good at what they do. The competency, the level of expertise is there, but the caring is also there from the people that check us in, the nursing staff, the people in the operating room, the recovery, my anesthesiologist. They were all excellent. And I would never go anywhere other than to see Dr. Pollack. I think that not having to commute when you're in pain or when you're broken or torn is a major convenience of going here versus into the city. But I think that the expertise of the doctors here is top-notch. I don't see any reason at all to leave the area. I have free use of my shoulder. My bone is totally healed. I can do everything. I mean, when it first happened, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even move slightly. I have total use of my shoulder. And that's what I wanted. That's what Dr. Pollack said that he could accomplish, and he did it. And I'm very grateful to him.